Alrighty. So, last where we left off, our brave heroes of Nebuheim have fully uh, explored an area underneath um, Varin and have found this Titan city. One of many of hard challenges as had having to do with secrecy and control of noise, as well as careful footing and quick wits, and led somewhat by Garrus. They have gone through challenge after challenge. This last one being through a silken web in which there was an enormous spider statue. And they have opened up several boxes that revealed equipment that they had given up in some of the other challenges. And it is with this that a door had opened, and a trapdoor with a rope ladder going down in which they could see seated figures below. And with that, looking down at the door below, what would you like to do?
Well, I think they're waiting for us.
And do we spot anything other than? Well, can I just make a general perception check? I guess.
Yeah.
I roll 17.
Okay. Looking around, you can see there seems to be 5 figures seated below. The spider statue that was nearby now seems to have its eyes closed and its head bowed.
Oh.
Last time we walked in on people sitting down, it was us.
I wondered the same thing. I see 5 of them. And I wonder if we're about to see our doppelgangers.
We just fought our shadows. So.
Wonder if this is what casts the shadows. Garrus will shrug and turn around and start climbing down the ladder.
I'll follow.
How far does it look down?
About 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use a ladder, I guess.
I keep bumping into
Were you
Garrus.
thinking of just jumping?
Yeah, I was just gonna jump down.
Did you get like a free cast of Featherfall or something?
No, I just didn't think it was that far down. Shoot.
I mean, I kind of have to drop down. Maple can't climb stairs. Not stairs, ladders.
Oh, one of them. Somebody could carry her on her back. Little piggy wolf
I can
ride.
take her down. I can carry quite a bit.
Please, if you can.
Oh yeah. I will lift her because I can lift up to 1,200 pounds, and I get her on my back to take her down.
Yeah, I'll just climb down too.
All right. You come down, and the air here is unnaturally still. Air like cold breath rushes down this dark corridor and room, all of it carved from black stone. The floor beneath your feet is polished to a mirror sheen, broken only by a single faint trail of chain links embedded in the stone leading forward. As you follow the chain, You can see that it opens into a vast dome chamber that swallows sound and warps distance. And there you see the 5 stone thrones that rise from the shadows on a raised platform. 4 are occupied. 1 stands empty. Each seated figure wears a different mask, their faces veiled in silence and iron. The chamber is silent. And then a sound, soft but undeniable in what it is. The rattling of chains. One by one, the masked figures turn toward you, their presence like cold stone. There is no herald that announces you, no cheers greet your arrival, only a voice that speaks from everywhere and nowhere. You have passed the trials that no crowd sees. You stand not in glory, but in proof. Now the Council of Chains will judge what you have become.
All right.
How do we greet you, Council of Chains? Do you have names that we can greet you by? I am known as Garrus. Though you probably know that already.
One of the masks, vast figures, stands up. This one is smooth and featureless, with chain wrapped tightly around their wrists and mouth. Noise is weakness. Those who thrash in chaos are unworthy of our gifts. Why did you abandon the path of silence and give in to chaotic musings?
Curiosity.
Stare. It is curiosity that made you feel the trial was unworthy of you.
No.
Then why?
We were told we had passed the trials. If the trials are over, then silence is completed. We've passed that test.
I speak of how you approached the first trial.
Ah. We did not know what we set upon initially. And yes, it was curiosity that initially drew us towards this. We meant no disrespect.
Respect is never an issue, but discipline and restraint. In trials you might face is concerning, since the undisciplined break before their trials truly begin.
Have we not shown discipline and cunning in overcoming these trials, even with our blunders early on.
That is to remain to be seen. As the second chair stands, as the first sits, they wear a mirrored mask. As each of you look, you find your reflection warped. Nala looks squat. Olgaris is stretched thin. As you look at each other's reflections, each one is distorted a different way. And though the mask shifts, the distortion stays the same for each. Chains wrap this person loosely around the shoulders and the back. As they speak. The sharpest dagger is the one never drawn. Have you learned to use your eyes?
Yes. I'm quite good with my eyes.
Then tell me, what did you learn?
I learned not to trust my eyes at first, to be cautious. I learned to look twice.
She nods. They have learned something. Truth is shaped by will. Can you see clearly? Or will you believe what you fear? Remember, with that, this one sits. Another stands. This one, though the mask is still iron, it seems to be designed to be overlapping puzzle pieces, missing just one at the brow, and chain spirals from ear to wrist. Every move you made echoed forward. Are you wise enough to see where the ripple ends?
Where the ripple ends?
Hmm.
Yes, the ripple can end several ways.
How does one see?
By following the cause and the effect.
Hmm. They pause and seem satisfied. Only those who know when to act and when to wait can lead others. On the last seated one before the empty chair stands a bronze mask, glowing faintly from within. The chain here smolders as if heated by unseen coals. Only when pressed will a blade reveal its strength, or snap. Were you pressed sufficiently? Or is there hidden weakness in your forging?
I think we've been challenged. Our weapons have been taken from us, and we've been challenged without our tools at our sides. We've faced many challenges of the mind and of the body, and we stand strong and stand here.
Yes. Power is not given. It is earned in pain, in the fire, and in ash.
And I take it that like Garrus, you were like standing behind you. You've like kind of stepped forward to these folk.
Yeah, I imagine we're looking up at the dais with them on the dais, and we're probably about 20, 30 feet away from them. That's how I'm envisioning it. I'm a couple steps in front of everybody else.
Cool.
At this, I'll turn and look over my shoulders at everybody else and look to anybody else. Do you guys have anything to add?
I don't know, Garrus. I feel like you are somewhat myself. I wake up every morning proud of who I am, and I go out into the world never regretting that I didn't at least try and be the person I want to be. I face dangers and I make mistakes. Sometimes I get beat and sometimes I win. I stand up for what I believe in, whatever it costs me. When you give everything, you have to be who you want to be. That's freedom, whatever your circumstance.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I'll tell you a secret. I have no idea either. Anybody else have anything to add?
What exactly?
I think we've said all we have to say. And shrug, and I'll turn back around and I'll bow to the force that are seated there.
And they nod. And they turn and stare at one another. I would say, as a Raya, you can just pick up the faintest hints of magic. Assuming some type of communication silent to all of you is happening between the four seated figures. And they speak in unison. The trials are over, but what lies ahead will demand every lesson, hard earned. We declare you shadow tested. And then the chain of masks adds one thing. A lie told well is more honest than a truth poorly held. You faced yourselves. Some ran and some stood. We know which you are. And then standing, they identify themselves. The first one who spoke, title is the Chain of Silence. The second one is the Chain of Masks. The third was the Chain of Insight. The fourth, the chain of flame. There's the chain of insight who then speaks, gesturing towards the empty chair. Missing from our number is the chain of sacrifice. That still must be claimed. Then, the chain of silence speaks. Discipline has shaped you. It did not break you. Few can carry silence without being swallowed by it. You're beginning to understand that each time they speak, it seems their masks change their voices. The chain of masks turns slowly. You've wove truth from lies and made a cloak of it. But lies travel farther than truth, and you must know which road you walk. Then the chain of insight tilts their masked head. You saw not just what was before you, but what it meant. You see patterns where others see chaos. This will be tested again. And finally, the chain of flame. You have faced pain. You stood. That is not enough. Then the empty throne is lit by a slow burning coal, revealing the broken chain beside it untouched. And they speak together. One lesson remains. Beyond Valren's walls lies a wound, a place where strength, cunning, and resolve have all failed. Not because they were weak, but because no one dared finish the story. We offer no praise. We offer no escort. We offer only a direction. Find the chain that was broken. Mend it, if you dare.
And they said this was beyond Valren's walls.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give us any guidance past that. You can't give us more of a direction. Just find the chain beyond Valren's walls.
Seems like it was some scar. Maybe it's some tainted lands of some sort.
Have any of you ever heard of this area, this scar near Valren?
No, but maybe if we look around or research, we could find out.
And
Yeah.
then lastly speak, finding it is part of it, for it has been hidden, or it hides. Here, we congratulate you as they take out what appears to be this standard of battle standard, like a flag almost, small, that they push towards you. Now shadow tested, we deem you part of that which is unseen in Valren.
I'll step forward and take a look at the standard, and I suppose if they're offering it, take it.
And at once, stone doors that were unseen before open, and they all sit in silence. With one last word that echoes from their lips, congratulations.
Oh, look at you. Did it on not even your best night.
This was some night. I was not expecting this. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is certainly intriguing. I think we have our exit, though.
We have a couple of doors.
Yeah, so I guess we'll head out through the doors that opened.
I'm curious what's behind them.
I hope an exit.
I hope there's something far more interesting than that.
Wonder where that chain goes.
Just as we're walking out, I'm gonna crouch down by the door and just etch a little star constellation. Say a couple quick little words in Celestial before we leave.
I want to check to see if these are leading into rooms.
Yeah. You walk in, and there is this partially crumbled stone archway and stone corridor, bricks. And as you continue to go down it, the door is shut. And you find yourself coming upon this greenery where light barely seeps through as you push through the vines.
Quick question.
Yep.
It sounded like you had said there was more than one door that appeared. Was
No,
that correct?
a set of doors, like a double doors.
Oh, okay. Understood. Never mind. Continue.
And pushing through these vines, you find yourself outside into a dead-end alleyway of Valrin.
Oh, nice.
Whoa. What time of day is it?
At this point, it seems to be almost sunrise. You came close to night.
We've been here all night. I think we should go and rest. Go back to the inn.
You're speaking my language. I would love to get into a bed.
I'm pretty exhausted myself. Literally, we all have exhaustion. So I think that's the plan. I think we're going back to the inn, making our way out of the shadowed alley and getting our bearings and trying to find our way back to the inn.
Very good. Spending the time, you are able to soon come to Broken Strand, where you last rested. The people waking up for breakfast as you come in, they're like, "Hi, you've all been out late, licking your wounds from the Hearts Challenge."
A little bit. Little of this, little of that. I think we're all looking for some rest now. Long night.
I think I need breakfast and then rest.
Mm.
We just had breakfast, Azura. Literally just had breakfast right before we went into that room.
That was a
I
long
cooked
time.
it.
It was a long time ago. Actually, we had 3 meals.
He's got 3 stomachs. Don't forget.
Well, I haven't rested, so I'm going to sleep.
Yes.
Well, I could use a meal too. I think I'll join you.
Sounds good. I think I have about 40 minutes before I go and sleep on whatever chair I am still in.
I can make sure you find the bed.
I could eat again.
I think I should join you if you do not mind.
No, actually, you gotta pay to sit with us.
Oh, okay. Layla will grab out her giant coin sack. I have a-
You know what, Layla? This time is actually on me.
but I don't know what else to use this for.
It's okay. We'll put it to good use for you.
Very well. She'll put it back.
Yeah, I want some breakfast. I want some sausage. I want some biscuits and gravy. I want some of all that.
Very good. So you're going down for a long rest?
Yep, right after we eat. No, well, yeah, but basically,
Yeah.
we're going for a long rest.
Are you getting your food and things? And so they do let you get the breakfast. They're like, well, first a breakfast, the late dinner, apparently.
Perhaps that could be a thing where you have breakfast for dinner. It's a good meal. I don't know. I don't know why some of these foods are exclusive to breakfast.
That's a good idea. I've never thought of that before. Layla, you have a good mind on them shoulders.
Why, thank you.
Probably because the eggs are late in the morning, and that's the easiest time to get them from the chickens.
Well, do they go bad by the end of the day?
I don't know. I've never had
Also-
a chicken.
Also, this smoked meat, and she grabs some bacon, is delicious. Why can we not eat this all day long?
Shove some in your pocket for later.
She takes it, and she's, as you've probably noticed by now, she's not exactly a clean eater. She kind of just shoves stuff in her face, whatever it is.
Where do we want to go next? Do we want to do some research and try and find this broken chain, or we have
gonna-
other?
Did we get a long rest?
Well, I don't think we're
You're,
having breakfast.
you're having breakfast still.
We're
Oh,
eating and
breakfast is
talking before resting.
pre-rest.
I'm not, because I cooked breakfast to give myself some bonus HP. So y'all do what y'all want to do. I gave you that the last session.
It's
you
fifth
guys.
breakfast.
I'm a halfling. I gotta go with that fifth breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna roll a charisma check to persuade you to eat my food because it gives me advantage on those checks.
I don't see why not. Let's see if you can convince me to teach your cooking. Oh shit. Oh well, you have a. I don't think you need the advantage. She has a -2 to charisma. Yeah, no, yeah, she's just gonna fucking devour it, just gobbling up the entire meal. Meanwhile, Laura's not picky, so she's just gonna eat it with some etiquette.
So I did. I put the battle standard there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. So it takes an attunement slot.
It does.
Advantage against being frightened or charmed, and a reaction once per short rest can reduce damage by 1d10 plus the bearer's level, which is pretty sick.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, to an ally.
Yep. And it's got a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Nice.
I think, to me, I think Nala might have get the most use out of that.
I was gonna say, Nala's usually front and center, and that's got a bonus to AC as well. Nala,
Yeah.
you want to carry this standard? I
Oh,
got this.
Nala
cloak
is
now.
having a long rest, but you can.
Nala's
you
asleep.
put it on her.
We'll plant it on her.
Well, we can give it to. I will pass it along to her in when she wakes up.
Sounds good.
Because anytime we're at a inn, Layla
Mhm.
typically just like grabs a chair and sits in the hallway near wherever y'all's rooms are, because she doesn't actually need to sleep. She just chills.
Now we're getting a long rest.
Yes. Now take your long rest.
Yay!
And then I want to be a little clear from the GM. This type of thing can be the quest they gave you can be succeeded on like during your other journeys.
Okay, cool.
It's not necessarily like we need to just look for this type of deal.
Nala gets up, makes herself breakfast, takes some that temp HP.
Listen, she is that Epicurean star, everybody. She's proud
Yep,
of
yep.
Oh yeah. yep.
Having look at that. She's having breakfast for lunch. Now we're doing it at all times of the day.
It's brunch.
Brunch? Did you
It's
just make
dinner.
that up?
Yes.
Oh,
This
Wow,
is
this-
revolutionary.
this whole cooking thing is really just redefining who you are. I tell you.
Would you
I
like
fell in
some,
with the right-
Azariah?
Oh man.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Would you like some?
Oh, I'm not going to say no to a meal.
That
And
smells
coffee.
amazing, Nala.
Coffee goes great with breakfast, and I bring out my little pot and I, start heating up the water and all that. Make some coffee.
So anybody eating it can take 20 temp HP.
Garrus chows down.
I mean, why not?
And if anyone refuses, I'm going to try to persuade you.
I think one thing I wanted to do was to check into the doorman at Chuckles and asked him if he could find me someone or get in touch with someone who knew how I could meet up with the staff makers in the forest in
Yeah.
the south.
That's
Oh,
why we were coming this way.
Give your companion creature 20 as well.
20. I thought it was 10.
It's 20
Nope.
temp HP.
That's 20.
Oh.
You can take 10 if you want to.
No, I'll take 20.
Well, so at this point, we have done many things here. We have won a cooking contest, successfully raided a underground temple vault trial thing. We
That's a good way to describe it.
almost died in a competition of battle. But here's the thing. We have not really showed our triumph in battle beyond the Magua.
Nagpa.
The Magua. The Nagpa. The Nagpie. I don't know.
Disadvantage on
bird.
your next roll.
Mag.
The big bird.
Yes.
What do you
Well,
suggest then? Fight something else?
It's got to be something more our speed. Something that's not, going to kill us so easily.
what
A giant heart, a titan heart. No,
I think we went about that Titan heart the wrong way.
Well, what more did you want to get out of this place, Nala? We do have some goals before us and a few towns in between that.
Yeah.
Look at me though. I mean, I want a title that shows off my athletic prowess.
Well, then why don't we just find you something to do with your athletic prowess? I'm sure maybe they have one of those games where you go through an obstacle course really fast and you run up a slanted ramp and you swing from thing to thing
I mean, like a field day trophy.
like a Viking warrior test or something. I don't know.
Yes. I don't know. It's just I was just thinking about it last night.
We've earned several titles though.
I know, but names like, I mean, they're good names, don't get me wrong, but when you hear a name like The Surprise, it doesn't really make you think strong warrior.
So what do you want your name to be?
The strong or the mighty or
Nala the Mighty
the
or the Mighty Nala?
mighty Nala.
The Mighty Nala.
Or something to, I don't know. I'm bad at names, but the undefeated. Well, that's not going to happen.
I think you're worried about the wrong thing. I think Azariah is right. I think we have other things that we're focused on, and we need to not lose sight of those.
Like what?
Well,
We
they're
were
still
going-
there. It's not like they're going to disappear.
We were going to search out staff makers in the southern forest. We were going to.
So I don't know, fix the threads that we have let loose that possibly could fall into the wrong hands.
Right. Of course.
Yeah, there. But we also have some star metal that we have to recover, and I hope somebody else doesn't recover it first.
But you don't notice other people at the bar are laughing at us.
No,
They were laughing at us.
They're laughing at us because they don't think we're mighty.
Was anybody laughing at us? I want to make a memory check.
It would do a intelligence perception.
Okay. All right.
Can I try to roll deception?
All right. Okay. Plus my intelligence, a 21.
So interesting. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and let Nala roll a deception. See if she can lie better than your memory can remember.
Okay. I doubt it. Let's see. What is that? That's not going to do it.
Okay. So, yeah, looking. In fact, Azariah, there is a different sense of honor that you, even at breakfast, kind of saw people look at you. Not everybody, but there's like a few who you think are aware of the shadow tested.
No.
And you get a sense, because that's different from the last time you looked around, that carried a great deal of weight in of itself.
So then I would
Certain
think,
folk.
yeah. So then I would think it is really weird then that Nala feels insecure in some way, and she feels incomplete. And as my friend and someone I do care about fondly, I would like to help them meet their goals, but at the same time, I don't want to let them believe that they are less than they are just because they don't have a title. And you are in your normal form, Nala, correct?
Yes, she is. And yes, there is a reason she's going about this.
I
Just
figured.
random.
So, well, Nala, I think that we should give this place maybe another night or two. And I would love to help you meet your goals. But you also have to think we do have to make our way back here. And there are many things and tales that I'm sure that you will write about in your stories and I will write about in my journal that we can attest to and even bring back further titles than maybe even this immediate area can provide.
I know, Azariah. It just, you know, titles are what people remember.
Titles are what these people remember the most, but
Exactly. And I almost died, Azariah.
well, to be fair, darling, you did die.
I know. And right now, my tombstone should say, "Here lies Nala, the surprise."
I think we got more than that. You got shadow tested and
Epicurious.
the Epicure.
The survivor. That's ironic.
That's not ironic. That's noble.
On a tombstone, makers of fate. But if it said, "Here lies the mighty Nala," I don't know. It might have been almost worth it.
If you died before I did, I'd make sure that you would have the best title on your tombstone.
Really?
Oh, yes, the unshakable. I don't know. I almost think that mighty is not even good enough for you. It's like like the defy of time. It's like no matter how much you've been through or how long, you still get stronger.
Maybe we'll come across something along the way. We'll go look into your stuff.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Oh, I know that I won't be able to meet them right away, but if someone could at least tell me how I can meet the root binders, it would be a great step forward in the right direction.
Is there anything we can do to help with that?
Oh, I don't know. I think I've just been trying to collect a different material that I think could be useful. So if you have anything that you think could make a staff more powerful, that would be great.
I did actually have that one thing. The staff from the... I don't want to say it again.
The Nagpa.
The Nagpa.
Oh yeah. You did have and maybe I could take little bits and pieces of that, but yeah, right now I have like vials of necro water. I have liquid black ichor from the vials of that from the Void Dragon. I got it's full water glass bottle of that. I have the special royal jelly. I have what else? What's that?
Wait, speaking of the special royal jelly, did we give our hunter the bumblebee outfit?
No, because we were on the way already.
Yeah.
So
when-
I was gonna say something here about.
Oh, I
I
remember.
had to think coming for this. I was gonna say I suggest a few weeks of downtime here in Valrin
Okay.
that we
Okay.
process, and then we give time for this bumblebee suit to come.
Mhm.
And I'm saying that because everybody basically has something really cool at this point.
Right.
And we kind of like earmarked that for Alora, but I'm like, we
Yeah.
need to get that realized over here.
Yeah, because you did mention
Very
like
nice.
having someone send it, like
Yeah.
a courier, like
Yeah,
come
I
here.
really don't want to screw over Alex here.
No, yeah, that I'm actually cool with that. That's
That works.
yeah.
That gives us time to do research and try and find out some of these other leads and things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Very. Excuse me. Very cool. Mhm. Sorry, the weird cough coming out of nowhere. Nice. So, in that case, we can begin these things. So, yeah, you can start to think of what you'd like to be doing. There we go.
Oh yeah, get it out.
Pretty
Um,
much.
I just I mean I would do the root boundary stuff, and then as a cloistered scholar, like I could help Garrus do some deep research into
Yeah.
the scars that might be around here, whether it's super close or on the way or whatever. We can do that as well.
Yeah, because when they said outside the walls of Valen, they meant like outside,
Yeah.
like out, not
Out.
just like
Out.
just out there.
Yeah, right.
Or anything
Yeah,
like that. So very cool. Yeah, we can go some research because I know there's a few things you wanted to get access to the library for, and incidentally, you find yourselves you were it was kind of hinted to you that you had to really prove yourself, and it seems that getting this title to which just a few people seem to know you have, the Shadow Touched, has gained you access. And you find your names like on the books to be able to get to the research places, giving you similar access as to you would have gotten if you had defeated the Titan Heart.
Oh, cool.
See, Nala, some of these titles are worth something.
Usually my name are on these lists across the realms. I get preferential treatment at most libraries. I look definitely hooty snooty about books. So, Garrus, why don't we look at some places that might fit the description? And
Yeah.
if there's any other research that you guys want to do while we're here, I'd love to help. And then we can meet the gate guard and see if he's found a person that knows how I can get in touch with the root binders. It's been a few days now.
That sounds good.
All right, so just here, 1 minute.
No problem.
So, Garrus, do you have a favorite place that you visited?
It's hard to say. I'm liking Valorant. I like that there's a lot going on here, but it doesn't feel like home.
Well, you don't have to tell me where you're from, but what place feels like home, or what qualities of a location make you feel like it's home?
That's hard to say. It's been such a long time since I've really felt at home. I wonder if I've forgotten what it feels like.
I usually, I guess, growing up on a farm, I guess nature and people giving you shit make me feel like home.
I'm most comfortable in the city where I can blend in a little bit easier, but it still doesn't feel like home. This is a fantastic city. And we've accomplished a lot here. I mean, hell, we finally got access to this damn library. But it's I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's been so long that I've forgotten what home feels like. Maybe I just haven't found the right people.
What the hell? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
I'm joshing you a bit.
I like it. It makes me feel like I'm at home. So what do we see in these books here?
Indeed.
About scarred areas around the southern regions of Assyria.
Yeah. Real quick. Does anyone remember what that the gear was card that we were going to give?
Yeah, I have it in my well, shoot. There. The carapace is I have pollinator pants, visor, carapace material.
Pollinator.
There were 3 pieces. I remember when Kelly had it.
Yeah, pants, visor, and carapace. I got a material for that.
Yes. And it's all under the Griffin saddlebag.
Yes. There it is. Okay, cool.
Baby.
Pollinator
So,
carapace, pants, and visor.
yeah, so that does come for you, Alora.
Nice.
You should be able to equip that through D&D Beyond.
No, she's definitely going to be the buzz around town.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the big stuff that you got from where it came. Okay, so
You can fly now.
It's on D&D.
Yeah, you gotta choose. You gotta choose the. You probably want the studded leather one, the pollinator carapace.
Hang on a sec.
Make sure that you have some things.
yeah, so like third party or something. check.
Yeah, third party. Yeah, you'll have to have like the third party homebrew material. Like,
It should be enabled, but I'm not too sure why it's not adding.
yeah.
Hang on, let me just double check that I actually did this correctly. Yeah, homebrew.
It's the pollinator carapace.
It's not homebrew. It's third
It's-
party.
Third party. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I forgot that Griffin saddlebag stuff is on there now.
Mm. Let's see. So what was it called?
So if you
Pollinator.
type in pollinator, you'll see all 3 parts.
Okay. So which one was it then specifically? The studded leather one?
That's probably the one that you want. Is the studded leather.
This episode brought to you by the Griffin saddlebag at Hit Point Press.
Indeed.
So it was all 3, right? The visor, the pants, and stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
Why is there 2 of them?
To what? Which what?
Oh, I think one's 2014 and one's 2024. I don't. Why is it? Okay, I don't know.
It doesn't really matter. It looks like they're the same.
Yeah, I
It,
think
it,
it's
it
just-
might have been one somebody coded.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
Versus
that's what it
completely
was.
coded.
Because when we did Blue Rose, I think we had to code it.
Yeah, one says source Griffin saddlebag. That's like the legit one, the one with the sauce.
Yep.
That's why.
Yeah. Indeed.
So that comes for you, and now you can have all kinds of be like fun.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought about when I heard about that. It's just
Yeah.
that song.
And it's great because like the character is it's just this little cape,
Oh,
Right.
of course. The first words in this equipment is black and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, it is actually really good and fun. It's like so. Alrighty. All right. So you were doing some library shenanigans.
So yeah, Azariah and I were looking for information on the Scar, seeing if we can find out anything about a location like that.
With chains that are need to be
Or broken chains,
yeah
chains that need to be fixed.
fixed. You're right.
Absolutely. Cool. Thank goodness. Let me... Let's get into my map here. There we go. So let's see what I'm doing. Okay, get my silver map up. That's where all my info is. All right, so yeah, go ahead and give me investigation check, please.
Hell yeah! All right, let me see. Do I know free? Must be free access, majority, blah blah blah. Okay, nothing I get like they're all like you can get free extra access to secret places in the library, but no like extra bonuses to searching shit in the library. Ain't that kind of bullshit? All right, it's okay. I trust myself.
So, assuming that by the time I got this, I had time to attune it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we're like doing all these things and waiting all the time. 28.
Sweet.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so with the 19,
Oh,
You-
19 plus 9. Sorry, I rolled a 28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay. So spending time in the library. First off, the library itself is a bit different than what you have experienced elsewhere. Usually, where you've been, the libraries are open and very inviting. But here, everything is locked tight. Doors that are shut so no one can see what's in them. You're led through by an individual who introduces themselves. They go, "Welcome, I am Bindel Ralin. You wish to know of..." You give them the information. I do deem you worthy of such things. Let's look at you and Garrus. Be careful not to look at what you are not allowed. Most of the things here are cursed to those who are not deemed worthy. Come and be burdened by knowledge.
Oh,
that sounds. You're talking dirty to me now. That's awesome.
You're not looking. Much of this is, it's mostly, you get the sense that some of this is protecting people from the knowledge within.
Right.
It's like the architecture of the place. It's very.
How will we know what we don't have access to? Is there certain sections that we just won't be admitted to, or?
I will. You have given me the information you seek. I will take you to the relevant volumes.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, Garrus, you just ask and they'll show. It saves a lot of time as well, since I'm not really acquainted with this library.
Yes.
And Binder Arlene takes you, and
Does like what type of dress do they wear? Do they wear like dress of like a librarian? Do they look like they worship a certain like entity or
absolutely
tribal? You know.
Yeah. So Binder Arlene here, you can see her hair is braided very tightly against her head, and she wears a cloak of sorts. And you recognize it very much as a rune caster.
Okay.
Everything here indicates, and even the doors are locked by runes.
Nice.
And she holds up the right one or a combination that seems to be different for each door. So it's much more like a secret practitioner of sealing, of seals, and and bindings.
I'm walking through. I'm like, so do you guys get good benefits for working here? I think this would be a nice place to retire.
She smiles. Can be benefit, can be burden, but we do have access to many of the tomes that others do not. But I feel like it's a trick. You go to the bars and everyone laughs, not knowing the truth about which they stand upon.
We've only had a short glimpse into the history of this place. It surely does captivate me, and I have my own questions. Is that something we're deemed worthy to know the history
Of this place?
At least most of it.
Indeed. And we shall see. As she brings you and she goes, you shadow tested. It is the Council of Chains that were your testers. She starts showing you books that kind of back all of this up. It was formed after the original founding of Valren. Not as a ruling body or anything like that, but as a counterbalance to the arena's glory. It's meant to have its 5 members represent a path through hardship that aren't visible to crowds, to things that are never cheered and rarely bragged about. She shows you the 5 chairs, a drawing of them. She points. The 5th chain, sacrifice, was not always empty. The counselor took their own life after failing to complete a challenge. That is said, and we have several sources, that was meant to unify Valren's warrior and shadow paths. In their failure and shame, they left the world.
How long has it been vacant for?
Size 287 years.
God, I'm never going to even live to be that old.
She shows another. It's a symbol here of a broken blade wrapped in cloth. Shows you completed 4 trials, and the 5th has not been maintained, for it was meant to teach when not to fight. And you look beyond here, and I'm giving this to make book reading interesting. And you see, as you read through, the final pages on this do mention a sealed stronghold.
Mhm.
And this does give you a name, known as the Hollow of Chains.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So from here, you can see if there's you can kind of go off of anything you've learned here and ask more questions, and we see where you end up.
Yeah.
So the way this works, you got in first. A failure kind of means that she's going to find you unworthy to continue in these lines.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh.
We've got some inspirations, folks.
Oh, sweet. I'll take one.
Help with research.
Now that I guess I'm unsure. When was Valrin originally founded?
Go ahead and give me this could be investigation, and so because Garrus, your investigation, persuasion, or insight are acceptable skills here.
I'll do investigation for me.
Yeah, I'll do investigation.
Oh gosh, 17 plus 26.
And I got a 19.
Okay. Valrin was founded. No one knows the exact date, but it was when the Titans were defeated.
Hmm.
The one whose heart forms the centerpiece in the arena was one that was not slain, but bound. A group which we just know to be the warrior judges. The heart now pulses with a semi-sentience to judge those who challenge it.
We've met it.
Is the one we faced? Is that the one whose heart it is? Almost like a visage.
Indeed. In fact, as she turns to what looks like a various amount of reporting that had been done, you think maybe 400 years ago. So it goes, there's rumors here and bits that seem to indicate a second piece of the Titan, a fragment of their mind beneath the arena.
Oh, I'd like to get my hands on that for research purposes, of course.
It says down there, time flows strangely. Some talks of when those would try to go down and came up aged.
Oh.
Or when people went down, they found only skeletons. Others would say some came down and only came up decades later, the same age.
That's terrifying. I don't want to be stuck somewhere for years.
Well, and you could learn a lot, especially if you come out like there's been no time passed. I see the benefits in that.
Doesn't
No.
sound like there's a way to control it, though.
I was able to tell, and I'll share this knowledge with you, Binder, is when I looked into the life force of this being, I got a glimpse of its bloodline, which runs through these people still. I was able to see the relations of a lot of these people to that being.
She leans in. Really?
Really,
That those in Valrin share its blood?
that is what it seems like.
She begins writing down. That is interesting. For there are observations that some have made that many here are giantkin. But the ancestries, the lack of resembling any of the ordning within the bloodlines of Valrin has always been a mystery. Maybe we are Titankin.
It is interesting. I could see the slight resemblance, and from where I'm from, putting an onus on what people do in strength and prowess, and less than deeds that are more shady or done with wit. As you could tell, that my upbringing wasn't easy, being a giantkin who studies magic and reads books.
I'm sure not. But congratulations should be given to you for becoming such an individual. Is this Azariah the well-read?
I don't think I know enough, and maybe that is why I always will seek more to read.
Seeking further burdens in your life.
I guess that's why I was born with big shoulders and a large back. Now, is there any indication of how long the current leaders of the chains have been in their positions?
She goes, no. It is never noted when one passes. Their identities have never been released. They do not even know who each other are. They speak only through their masks, which hide everything about them.
And you don't feel that we're worthy yet of knowing where this fortress might be found? This hollow of chains? Seriously? After
Yeah.
all we've done?
You can give me a insight or persuasion check here. Garrus.
12.
Definitely not.
See. Alex goes, I think this particular burden is one you best find and put on yourself.
Before we bid you adieu, could you tell us some of the true history of Valrin.
Okay. What are you attempting to know?
I want to know like who fought here specifically, and then where the people came from that first settled here. I guess.
Interesting. All right. Yep. Give me a. I could say, like for this, it will be intelligence persuasion.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that. All right. I'm gonna use the inspiration for these. Plus 21.
21. Okay. In that case, she looks, and you can see she does contemplate. I can tell you what I know, or some of what I've been able to understand. So, it is said that they were confronted by a coalition, a group. The people here had gathered together. They had long been either exiled or fled Vasselheim. From the records that I've been able to find, at that time, the mountains were not here. They crossed on open plains and forests. And during the ensuing battles is when the mountains formed, cutting them off entirely. There were some zealots, extremists, who followed Arathis, the lawbearer. It is said. These warrior judges and priests. And then the legends of who all of us are here. The spirit-led, those who tangle with the powers of elements, those who made deals. It said that the people here betrayed their primordial masters. They were Titan in their followership. And together with these of Arathis, they judged and sealed this Titan. And we are just who was left. Many leave and roam the lands, founding more power. And other records say that it was this Titan's fall that somehow ejected Arathis and many of the other gods from this part of Ysera and allowed their worship to slowly die away. And thus we became our own people. Some, the people of fate, Valrin, the people of glory, and those of the fields, the people of the elements and the people of the spirits.
And is that after the falling and the ejecting of the gods, is that when titles became utmost important?
Isvarin, it seemed that Isvarin made itself some. I even think it had to be the Titan's influence, but I don't know as exactly, not many tomes indicate how the culture developed, and that's been a point of study, but it's had eventually been that here your deeds matter. Not what you know, not what your forefathers gave. And I think that was part of it. I mean, who everyone was related to someone who defeated the Titan. And thus it was, what do you do now? What have you done in this age with your life?
It's almost like what we were talking about earlier, Garrus. Choosing to be who you are every day. It's almost like we were built for a place like this. But alas, we cannot be our true selves by just staying here. Before I go, and because I know I wanted to meet up with someone about this, but do you have any insights into the root binders of Kelvhold?
Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
Yeah. Let's do the purple cool dice. All right. Plus 23.
She kind of pauses. She goes, only what has been written about not much. Their magic was not as protectors of nature, but it is said they were binders of powers. Some think that they were part of what helped seal the god here, actually. But their magic was engraved into living wood and bone. It is said that some plant themselves in the ground to become part tree, and so that they are more connected to this land and they can learn and see all things and bind with the roots of their blood and let it travel through Asilra.
That's interesting.
But no binders have been seen in centuries, from what I know.
Well, good thing I plan to see them, and my title isn't the Maker of Fate for no reason.
The only things that I've known is that they are followed a cycle of 4 knots. What it really means to them, I don't know. All they have are the names. The knot of flesh, the knot of shadow, the knot of stone, and the knot of fire.
This is good to know, more than I knew yesterday. Garrus, is there anything that you want to ask before we leave?
No, I don't think they're going to tell us anything more. I think we have to find more answers on our own.
It's
That's
part
what's
of
implied.
the adventure. I mean, how old are you, Garrus? I mean, you got a lot of life left in you, don't you?
Yes, I do. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm still young.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't really trust that I was the baby in the group, but I guess I am. I've been away from home for about 4 years, and I left when I was 20.
You are the baby. I don't know though. How old is Nala really?
Nala is, well, she's been around for hundreds of years.
That's crazy because she turns into a little kid.
I think it's part of her affliction.
That's pretty crazy.
Well,
We should go find our friends.
we bid you adieu, Binder. You've been a great help.
Yes, thank you, Binder.
Indeed. All right. Good. Because I want a hard cut and let my other folks decide what they want to do. Give you all some time.
I mean, during the week of downtime, I was planning on just doing a little bit of shopping, and then spending some time just helping, just with some basic healing stuff around town.
Okay. Kind of endearing yourself.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, likewise. I probably would have been shopping after picking up this particular armor set.
Very cool. In particular, shopping goals that you had?
Yes, the one that I earned by with my other 3 great workers. And what do we call it?
The
It was
that's what the challenge was called, the cooking show. I forgot what.
no, but we had a particular name. I said Hell's Kitchen, and then someone said a funnier version of it in D&D. I forgot what it was called.
Oh yeah, we had a few good ones.
Yeah.
What did I call it?
Oh, actually, particularly, there's not many healing potions because we mostly bought most of them, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
That's well.
Yeah, I just want to get a couple more materials, spell materials.
Okay. So you're getting spell stuff. Very good.
Ooh. Actually, maybe I should. I probably would find. Would there be anything in particular regarding short swords that might catch my eye than the basic one?
Oh, like magic short sword or something like that?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, like, again, yeah, the magic weapons, not so much. So, I would say, well, I guess give me an investigation check.
Okay. It's a 10. Yeah, 10.
It's in. I look around, this doesn't seem to kind of have the right stuff for when you were looking.
But they would definitely have the regular, normal use.
Yeah, they have regular weapons and all that type of stuff.
Okay. Well, let me take a look at what they have.
I got 2 more uses of diamond dust for greater restoration and 2 revivified diamonds. So, 800.
Very nice.
Okay, so it's okay. I had to reread the dual wielding skin.
Nice.
Okay, so it's just any simple weapon I should be able to use, not just the short swords.
If you're dual wielding it, I believe it has to have the light property.
Yeah, but its majority of them is simple light.
Yeah.
I think I just particularly picked two short swords because I believe is when I was still making this character, so it was just out of
probably
habit.
your best bet.
It comes in useful when
Yeah.
I'm stuck in close quarters and I can't use my bow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else?
What's Nala doing?
I had a couple of ideas, but some of them are a little too self-serving. Hmm. Well, let's see. I mean, she's in this town of titles. She's she doesn't care about magic. She doesn't care about the chains. She could look into one of her backstory questions I have, but again, that seems silly. And so I keep kind of going back. I think she's going to look for a fight in this town, like but not just any fight. She wants to really put it on the line, you know. She wants to
The ultimate
really-
bar fight.
I mean, she really wants to
could-
prove herself.
You can challenge people
Divas.
with titles, right? Like, well, so if you want like a mighty
Well-
title or something like that, you could challenge someone.
Well,
Get
yeah,
that.
but the thing is, like, she's died twice in a row, and she is right now feeling. I mean, because that's her job, is her ability to keep standing and taking punishment, and she hasn't been doing a good job, and so she's looking for a real test. Like, she wants to prove she can still do this. So she might offer one of the two who didn't go to the library to come with her.
Yeah.
If they want.
Or could it be both or no?
Oh yeah, it could be both. And but of course it's a little crazy what she's doing. That's why I don't want to say,
Well, what-
oh yeah, come on.
Well, yeah. I mean, so you put it out there. Nala
Yeah.
approaches them. So why don't you, let's have the conversation.
Yeah. Well, Azra and Garrus are going to be at that library for weeks, so I was going to go with them, but I have an idea. Well, not an idea. We need to. What I need is to show what I have. You know? All or nothing. Really, like, I feel like I've been defeated twice, 3 times, and that's it. That's why I say all or nothing.
Just real quick, is it just me and Garrus on this? Right?
No, it's you and Layla.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here.
Well, I wouldn't feel comfortable just leaving you to your own devices. I'm fairly certain Azariah would yell at me if we let you go off on your own. But besides that, I'm happy to help you. After all, we're a team. No one goes at it alone. And definitely not when we get our butt kicked repeatedly.
What about you, Layla?
I'll follow you.
It's not just about following, Layla. I'm not talking about just some random run of the mill bar fight. Take on some giant, smash him in the head with a frying pan. I'm talking about a real fight, like someone who is there to, someone who wants to kill me as much as I want to prove that I can't be killed.
Then I will make sure you do not get killed.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, Layla. I want you to heal me. I don't want you to bring me back if I go down. I'm saying heal me, yes, but if I'm down, let it be.
I will be honest, I'm not sure if I can make that promise with you.
Layla, I've one thing I haven't told you. When I went down with that shadow fight, there was a part of me that was relieved. I have been here for so long. Now, I don't want to die. I'm not saying that's at all what this is. This is just, I need to know that if we go out there again, if we go out there and take on something, that I still have it. Because if I don't have it, then I'm no good to anyone. Because I won't even believe in me. You have no idea how hard it was to get back up both times. The way everybody looked at me. The way they said licking our wounds. My own shadow took me down. Nobody else, just me. I'm saying heal me. But if it doesn't feel like I'm there anymore, then I know that's a big ask.
It is. But not just for me, but for everyone. The villagers, as even Garrus recently. There are plenty.
Sprout.
Absolutely, Sprout. I do not want to let them down. I don't want to let you down, but
That's a fair point.
and I will admit, I do want to be a little selfish here and say that I would miss you too much to let you go.
Okay. Then caveat. Feel free to bring me back. But if I do come back from that, and I'm talking about actual death, not bleeding out. Like if I'm just bleeding out, that's okay. I'm used to that. But if I'm not there and you bring me back, I'll go back to the clan. And I'll help there. Because someone else there can take my spot. But again, if I'm just bleeding out, bring me back, okay? Because I'm not saying I want to die. I'm just saying if I, you know what? Never mind. Just do what you do. Magic be damned. Now let's go find someone who's really in for a fight, an actual match.
Well, I'm sure with this whole place in the name of title, I'm sure there's a death match here somewhere around here.
It's got to be a matchmaker. A matchmaker. Matchmaker.
But are you sure you want to go with just us three now? Wouldn't you want to have Garrus and Azariah with us?
You do realize they're going to be in that library for a really long time. You have no idea. Azariah sleeps in libraries.
I will say I'm a little surprised that you didn't volunteer to go with him. That's normally what you do.
I was going to, but I couldn't bring up the courage to ask. There were some questions I had about Tovarin that I thought he could help with, but maybe some other time.
Well, I for one have never been particularly good at reading, and I don't really enjoy anywhere but the bounty of the forest. So I understand the thrill of death looming over you, but just as well, I'll come join you and face any foe alongside you.
Good. Good. Then it's settled. We are to be a triumvirate.
Okay. So you seek out all right, so trying to seek out some type of challenge here.
Like a real champion, like someone who's really got some, talent.
Indeed. You find one so there's two people that seem to be bragging here around the first individual that seems to introduce themselves by the name of Thorn the Gentle. They you come down to like the lower part, almost the underground of Valrian, where he has seized control of the ring, and seems to enjoy pitting people against each other where it's likely both will die. And he boasts very loudly that he would take on any oncomer.
What's your read on him, Alora?
Say again?
Do you get a read on him?
Perception check?
I can do insight, probably. Perception. What are you looking for?
Any specific vibe? As in, let's see, how would I explain this? Oh, no, that would be insight.
Yeah, vibes would be insight. That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, it'd be more so, is he bluffing? than anything. Does it feel like he's bluffing or trying to lie about the status?
Okay, so that would be insight.
Yeah, I thought my brain's not working. I came back from work. It's fried.
You're good.
Oh, ooh. Okay, that's a 12.
All right. And so, with a 12, it's hard to tell, though you do see there is another that seems to be a champion here that is often pitted against the stronger people, but yet has not meant their death. Their armor looks still very functional, but left to be dirtied and a bit slimy. They appear to be drinking themselves to death since the arena isn't doing it for them. But at the same point, you can see several locks of hair that are adorned on their armor, indicating over 150 kills.
This particular one, right? Gentle?
No, this is a different one.
Hmm.
So these are the two warriors I have.
What about you, Leda? What do you think?
What was the first one looking like again? The one was he the one that was boasting?
Yeah.
Okay. I would. I guess I have a gut feeling that the one that is talking the most is compensating the most.
It's my feeling too. I'm just gonna roll insight for the hell of it. I suck at it, but just to see what I get.
Sure. Gah!
Oh boy.
Nala immediately goes into a child. Becomes a bit fearful.
I'm like squinting my eyes and they're shrinking. He seems boisterous, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. However, considering your considering your offer, I feel like that gentleman over there is a bigger death sentence, as he points to the one with the hair in the armor.
Well, let's go pick our fight, right? I creak my neck.
On your need, my friend.
Is going to the armored individual.
Yes.
One with 150 deaths.
Looks at all of you. Three of you. What do you want?
You in the ring.
You challenge Embermal, child.
I challenge you. I am Nala, the surprise.
I am Embermal, the chain-tempered.
Do you accept our challenge, the three of us?
Three. Gentle. I'll add 3 locks to my belt. Or die. All right, darling.
I'm so ready to hear about this when I leave.
Indeed. And what I'd like to do, as long as everyone's okay with it, is have Garrus and Azariah arrive to be in the audience at least.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I thought
I'm
you were going to
just-
say they're going to play our enemies. I was like, oh, we're about to die.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I thought about it, but that's just so uncomfortable.
Ah.
It's like,
You know, the
meeting
crazy
each
thing
other,
is I have enough like appreciation for Nala and what she's doing. I would have fought her, but I totally get how that's uncomfortable. But I feel like Jackie would be up for it. I'm not gonna let you die, but I'd fuck you up.
yeah, I feel like it always like toes a line, and I get
No, I get it. I get it.
so it's just right there.
You-
All right,
all
so
my
we're
boundaries
gonna
are
we're
open
gonna get
for you
right
now.
into this. So, after each initiative round, I'm just going to kind of flow to Garrus and Azariah. So you know, like definitely, it would be. I mean, you could lose everything in the eyes of Valrian for like direct interference. Like it is a big problem here with honor and everything.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We
So
knew
just
that
I want
going
to
in.
be a big warning. Like there's high consequences for something like that
Yeah, for
here
sure.
in Valorant. But definitely I want to give like I want you to have at least something to kind of hopefully RP and have a little bit of fun. So Layla, Nala, and Laura roll initiative.
Nice.
Yay.
I picture this as kind of like a contained space. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I roll a 19.
Let's see. I rolled a 22, but plus the 5 from the job, that's 27.
30-20.
Nice. All right, yep, I got all that in. Very good. Perfect. And so the gentle gets up and goes, darlings and marvelous people, it is time for more to face their death. Maybe we'll have 4, or maybe we'll have 3, or if the fates align perfectly, we'll at least have 1. I'm looking at you, Umbermal. And there's laughter all around. And place your bets. And be ready. And
Are the rules to the death?
it is here, yes.
Understood.
It is there.
Oh, there's no big guy with like a little crown that like gives you a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Well, so there would be people can try to heal and help
Okay.
in this situation, and depends on what they might do. So technically the rules, very technically the rules are once unconscious you don't attack.
Gotcha.
Very untechnically, but that doesn't, this is a little unscrupulous you get too. So
Did you say there was bets?
yes.
Go right.
I wanted to see
Yeah.
before it begins. Are we doing some betting?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bet 500 gold on my team.
Woo!
Banner 500, and I'll give you half of my winnings.
No. You don't win anything.
Well, it was worth a try.
Yeah. No, but I will bet 500 gold on Nala and Alora and Layla.
Okay, so all right, so the odds here will allow you to win half if they win,
Okay.
because there's 3 of them versus 1. Very cool. Anything for Azariah?
No, I'm not going. As much as I want to hedge that bet, I'm not. And plus, I trust my folk here as well. So.
Very good. So the knights and all of you face off, or the knight himself. This, as they unsheath their sword, and a strange yellow glow begins to emanate from them. And Elora, you get to go first. The space is a 30-foot wide ring, 30 feet in diameter.
So it's like a rectangle, or is it more like a circle?
Circle.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see. I think we'll call it simple since this is to the death. I kind of don't want to get myself killed. She's gonna just attack with her bow, but she will cast Hunter's Mark as her bonus action, so she has that on there.
Nice.
Alrighty. Oh, here we go. We got. I got myself into this mess. Might as well see it through. Oh God, that's a nat one for the first one.
Oof.
Uh,
They
oh,
put their
wait.
their head. Oh, what?
Hold
What?
on. Hold on. Am I if I'm hanging over the front row and cheering at them, am I within 30 feet of him?
You would be.
Then he can re-roll that. I can use my reaction.
Reaction for luck.
Yeah.
Definitely luck. I'll give that.
Okay.
That is very low key. Okay.
Yeah, I can use
Re-roll
my
the natural
reaction to let him re-roll the natural one.
Oh, I got an extra 10 on that to make that a 21 and a 27.
21, 27 to hit. Both hit.
Sweet. Alrighty. Here comes the damage for these. I have a total of. Let's see. Total of 20 damage.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. And then Maple is gonna take the dodge action. Let's see. And I use my bonus action for this mark. Okay, that's it for me.
All right. His eyes narrow in regards to you. Almost like sizing you entirely up, watching how you pull each bowstring. And then Layla.
All right. I'm going to grab a flower crown that I had attached to my thing. I'm saying flower crown because I've made them before, but technically the spell calls for a crown of laurel leaves, but
Nice.
flavor. And I'm going to cast Hero of Fable on Nala.
Okay.
So one sec here, I will copy and paste what happens there.
It's a crazy spell.
Yes, but I think she will enjoy it.
What did it say? Hold on.
Because this is definitely feeling.
Oh.
Yeah. Normally I probably wouldn't cast this, but based on the conversation we had just a little bit ago, this is feeling suitable.
Interesting.
I'm assuming you are willing to accept it.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Anything else, Layla?
I don't have. That was an action, so. No, that's gonna be it.
All right. Then Nala.
All right. Given the structure and the space here, Nala, I'm gonna thematically approach this as when Nala raises her great axe and lightning swirls around it into this thunderous roar of energy, of vibrating energy. She does not actually grow. She remains exactly as she is. As her rage, however, does feel her energy, but it will prevent her from doing certain things, like being able to throw people the way a giant could. So she is going to. She doesn't have to reckless. So she will go ahead and use her great weapon, Mastery, and walk up to this guy, and she's going to try to hit him with her ambusher.
Nice.
That is a crit, I believe, if it comes out correctly. Yes, it did. 19. That's a crit.
Very nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and use my crit as well as my max crit. So let's do that.
Holy.
And that's going to be 31 plus 14, and that's slashing plus 5 thunder. And she says, surprise, and then she's going to swing again.
Nice.
This one is a dirty 20 to hit,
That hits.
and it does 23 slashing and 4 thunder. And unfortunately, she's already used her bonus action, so that's going to be her turn.
Very nice. Okay. And you tear into them, blood coming out. Goes. Just sort of looks and goes. Unfortunate. Indeed. And will sprint away, not provoking opportunity attacks, as it seems like he glides on the floor on the strange yellow light away. And glides behind Layla. And with the two hands lifting their great sword coming down behind you.
Disadvantage.
That's right. Disadvantage on this extra one for only a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Then it's flat.
Yep.
All right. Coming down again. This time only for a 15.
Miss.
Oh boy. The last one. Oh my gosh, a 12.
Miss.
All right. Is he able to dodge as he grimaces? And to Alora.
How far would he be?
Probably about 10 feet.
And you have advantage because that's my target.
Yeah, just let me take this. Wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. I have a bow. I can't. I'd have disadvantage, so that's stupid. All right. I'm gonna take my short swords. And you said I had advantage with this?
Yeah, according to the spell, anybody who attacks my target has advantage.
Oh, thank God you gave me that because I rolled 2 4s. Okay, that's a 24 and a 20. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Both?
Yep.
Perfect. I've got 17. Yes, that's correct. 17 damage. Slashing. No, not slashing, piercing, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, and I forgot. Bonus action from my Jew wielding skill. I'm gonna attack again. With another 20. And that's another 7 points of damage.
Very nice.
Thank God I remembered for dual wielding.
Am I misreading the spell? Because I've never
It's-
seen this spell before.
It's a skill. It's a feat. Sorry.
No, it's
because I think
Yeah.
I might be reading it as if I was the caster instead of. So I might have misunderstood what it said.
I think you get so a creature of your choice within range gets advantage on all ability checks. Okay, that's clear.
So
At the
that
same-
was to me, not okay.
Yeah.
at the same time.
yeah.
creatures that attack
So not
target-
everyone gets advantage on this guy. That is not
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I
That's fine.
misunderstood what I was reading.
Then it would only be. All attacks would have missed because I rolled 4s on those.
Okay.
So then, only one would have went through. And that would have been the 7. The
Okay.
7 on there.
All right, then I've readjusted. Anything else?
No.
All right, Layla.
Alrighty then. So I got my concentration going.
Got a dude breathing down your neck trying to hit you with a broadsword.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I am going to. Where is it? I will bonus action spiritual weapon right next to me.
Nice.
Just, you know what? Let's go ahead up it to 4th level.
Ooh.
Give me 1 sec. I forgot to roll 1 more d6 because I forgot I had Hunter's Mark on him. Another 2 points of damage.
Got it.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
So 18 to hit.
That hits. And Alora, in the future, try to do those things in chat when somebody goes, because I can look at it and do that. It helps a little bit. That hits.
And then 17 force damage.
Very good.
And
They
then
cough up some blood. They are bloodied.
And then I will, as my action, do the cantrip Toll the Dead. Have him make a Wisdom saving throw.
25.
That saves. But yeah. And then I'm just, facing him, holding my shield.
All right. Nala.
Nala, so she's 10 feet away? Or is that right?
About 15.
15, okay. So she'll come up to the other side to kind of flank. And, she'll flank with Alora.
Yeah, that'd be more accurate.
And she'll go ahead and attack. All right, that's a 17 to hit.
He's able to block it.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to use my bonus action to make my ambusher bigger. Why not? That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Okay. So it's an extra 2d12 on this one. So that's 23 slashing plus 17 slashing plus 1 thunder. And she'll say, surprise! And that's her turn.
Perfect. All right. Not keeping a beat is going to keep focused on Layla. And the great sword coming down. What?
Is it Nala the one that called him out? Disadvantage on the first one.
Yep. So that'll miss. Then second attack for a nat 20.
Fuck. That hits, obviously.
Okay, so coming down Layla, that is 14 slashing and 44 radiant.
Ooh.
Ow!
As the light glows brightly as he slices through. So if you're making concentration checks, that is against 59 damage.
Isn't it halved?
Yeah.
Okay, so almost 30.
Yeah, 29 is what you'd have to beat.
Yeah, I can't get to 29.
Okay.
So the spell goes away.
Indeed.
Wait. Oh, oh, there you go. Yeah, because natural 20 isn't going to do me anything. Correct?
Against.
A save.
Right. You still have to beat the total. Yeah, on a save.
Alright. So, yeah. So, Hero of Fable is down.
Aw.
Okay, and then they're going to strike again with their great sword at Layla for 28 to hit. And so that hits for 10 slashing and 25 radiant. And with that, they clutch their chest and breathe as you see the yellow light encompass them and begin to heal their wounds. As their face grows grizzled and serious. And then we'll go to Alora.
Yay.
I'm sorry, before that, I meant to go to Garrus and
Oh.
Azariah.
Oh, Garrus is drinking mead and cheering. Yep.
I'm reading and like
You're like nothing. Oh, amazing. Alora.
Yay. I got dirty 20, 27, and a 24.
All three
Oh,
hit.
I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm sorry. I forgot. That's my bow, not my short swords. That's an 18, 22, and a 25.
Yes, they all hit.
Sweet. And here comes all the damage on my D6s. Oh, that's a great roll. $22 damage.
Nice.
And that'll be actually no. What she's gonna do is she's gonna move in front of Layla, seeing that she's been taking a beating.
Moved by Layla. Yeah, she's with me. She can't move in between, unfortunately.
Oh, actually, hold up a sec. Nope, that's my action. Okay. Well, no, that's it for me.
All right, Layla.
Alright. Well, let's bonus action, just whack him with the spiritual weapon.
All right.
That's not great. 14 to hit.
No, blocks with his pauldron.
Alright. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the disengage action and run to the opposite side of the area.
Very good. Alrighty, and then we'll go to Nala.
Still flanking with Alora. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead and attack. I'm going to use a luck point on that. I think that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
So that's gonna miss. I will go ahead and do that again. I'm gonna use another luck point. Oh, that
Oh, jeez.
man, bad rolls today.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So, with
Whoosh,
that
whoosh.
out of the way, that rarely happens. So I will just kind of looking at this right here. Layla, is Layla out of harm's way? Oh wait, it wouldn't matter. I can't do that anyway. I'm sorry. I just remembered. Does it look like he was really getting hurt by that thunder, or did he seem like he was just absorbing it?
No, he was getting hurt by everything you were doing.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so in that case,
He was down
I'll,
really low before he channeled that light to heal himself.
Yeah, I just kind of go, I surprised myself. And, that'll be my turn.
Okay, skating on yellow light again. He moves without provoking opportunity and goes over to Layla.
This guy is singularly minded.
All right, as swings the sword. 11 misses Layla, and then 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is 17 slashing.
Is there any way he can do less than 4?
No, but
Radiant.
it's 30 radiant.
Okay. I am unconscious.
All right. And then in one move, being on the other side of the arena here, he grabs upon his greatsword and it bends into a glowing bow. And he fires it at Alora.
That's awesome.
For 26 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That is 7 piercing damage and bursts and burns for an additional 20 radiant.
Ooh, ouch.
And he'll look at Nala and go, "This is the respect I have for you. You will fight without support." And we will go. Anything, Garrison Azariah?
I like hear a thud and hear Garrus gasp, I'm guessing, and I look up and I like put my book down for a second, like, oh, it just got interesting.
And what does everybody see passed out on the ground?
Layla.
As in,
Human Layla. I have to unless I die.
oh, if you die, never mind. Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
I have to actually die for me to revert.
My bad. Okay.
Not dying.
Are there anything, Garrus?
I gasp and my jaw has dropped and I'm hanging over the railing, like cheering and hoping that everything will go all right and that Layla will be okay.
Nice. All right, then Alora.
How hurt does he look like?
He's no longer bloodied.
Oh well, I'm sorry. You brought this upon yourself, buddy. She'll use conjure animals.
Here we go.
Yeah, at this point it seems probably it's better to just do multiple targets. Yeah, she'll summon 8 wolves again. Attack! Let's see. I should have opened up. So, it's 8, so 8 d20s. Alright, 1 sec. Ooh, not good. That is definitely not good. That is, let's see. I've got 14, 10, 26, 16, 11, 19, and then 10 and 11.
To hit?
Yeah, all
Okay, so the AC here is 18.
Okay, sweet. So let's see. That's 1. Okay, great. 2 of the wolves. Alrighty, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, I had to read that carefully. This is a. Okay, so that'll be 10 piercing damage, and it has to make a DC 11 strengthening throw twice.
Okay, so let's see here. 23 and 19.
Okay. And for bonus action, what she'll do, she's gonna move up and then just attack a single time.
Okay, very good.
Let's see. Oh no, that misses.
All right. Then we go to Layla. Death save.
Yep. One sec here. There you go.
Okay. Then we'll go to Nala.
All right. Is Layla in the ring with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ran to the opposite end of whatever end we started at.
Cool. All right. Good for me to know. All right. I'm going to first thing I'm going to do is well, it requires an action to feed her a health potion, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I am going to do that just to make sure she gets up, even though I think that technically she's out, but she won't be dead, right? If I do this, like, is she technically out of the contest? I can't tell.
No, because it would be till everybody's passed out, so she wouldn't be considered out of the contest. But
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I really just want to kind of get in this because you start to do that to somebody, their reaction is going to be to now hit the prone Layla and then go
I
for the
got you.
kill.
I got
Like
you.
that's just
Okay.
what intelligent enemy's going to do. And I
All right.
just want to give that little caveat because I hate people being like, "Did I just?" You
Yeah,
know.
I just wasn't sure if I brought her back, she would just roll out of the ring and she was out. That's kind of what I was assuming.
You
but-
could. Here's the thing. I would say, if you wanted to, you might be able to do that throw to the side, and if she did nothing, this guy might ignore her. Like if you wanted to make a type of like move like that,
Yeah, that's kind of what
this
she
guy
wants.
might be honorable enough to do it.
Yeah, she's gonna try to do that because she doesn't want Layla to die,
Okay.
especially for something she talked her into doing.
Sure.
So she kind of signals to the guy that she's kind of removing her friend from the battle by bringing up the health potion after what he said, and she'll go over to Layla to feed her a potion of health. That's going to be 2d4 plus 2, so you get back that's 9 HP. And as you waken up, I spend the rest of my action just telling you have to leave the ring or they will kill you. But this was to make sure you were all right and to try and persuade her to go because I can't do that again.
I'll just nod my head.
All right. Getting the nod. They. Oh, very good. Now for the next as they swing at Elora. And that is 13 for a miss on Elora, 12 for a miss on Elora, and a dirty 20. It's gonna get you, Elora. You mute if you're responding, or you're not.
Oh yeah, 20 definitely.
Perfect. That is 12 slashing damage and 23 radiant.
You said 12 slashing and 23.
Yep. He puts his blade down and
And I need a con saving to keep the spell up.
yeah.
What's the AC for that?
So the DC.
Oh, it's 14. I see. It's 14. Sweet. That's an 18. It spells up.
Perfect. Yeah, 18 would 18 just does it actually, because it would have been a 17 you needed. So you're good, but you're still up. That is them, and yeah, they're just kind of back, trying to keep themselves as protected as possible. And how's Garrison Azariah doing?
I didn't get like any snacks or drinks or anything, but I start like eating some of Garrus's snacks.
I just like nervous eating.
Yeah, and Garrus is making sure that Layla's okay and is really concerned about Layla, but is also still cheering like crazy.
I see he's gonna move to the side. Okay. I love it. And then Laura.
Layla will communicate to everybody in their heads. I'm okay.
Hell yeah. All right, big monies. Come on. Let's see. She's gonna attack with her short sword. 21.
That hits.
27
Yes.
and 24.
Yes, all hit.
Alrighty. Oh, that's not that good of a roll. That is 16 piercing from her. And Wolfie's.
Yes,
Devour him.
there's a herd of wolves now.
Yeah.
Pack of wolves eat this thing. Tearing him.
Devour him. Let's see. And there, his AC is 18, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 wolves. Sweet. That's 4 wolves that he can attack. So you just gotta make this AC save 4 times.
Beat his butt.
Oops, sorry about that. Alright, discounted. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Then that'll be okay. So
What damage did you?
I just rolled damage right now. So that's 20 plus there's 4 wolves, so that's 8, so that's 28. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
All
28.
right. When the wolves, they are bloodied again.
And he has to make 4 DC 11 strength throws because they're all wolves just piling onto him.
Absolutely. All right, saves on all 4.
Well, it's worth a shot.
You got it.
All right, that'll be it for me.
Anything particular from Layla?
No, she's just chilling on the side. I mean, technically her spiritual weapon is still up and in there, but honorably, she's not going to use it.
Yeah, she's just like, I get it. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's just gonna be chilling, I think, right now. So, yeah.
Very cool. Then Nala.
All right, I think Nala has to reactivate rage here. So she
Yep.
does. Her axe once again glows with thunder, and she swings at the guy with reckless this time. Not great. Oh wait, it's 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, it's 26 slashing, 6 thunder, and he will take another swing. She'll use her final luck point. Let's see if she can hit him. She can't.
Oh.
And that'll be her turn.
All right. And continuing, they will be swinging their sword here at Laura. Laura, that is 24 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 11 slashing and 22 radiant. So it's a DC 16 con save for your.
Yes, that's right. That's a 19.
Very good. Swings our great sword once more for a 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
12 slashing and 23 radiant.
Yeah, she's knocked out.
Okay. So you fall and the wolves dissipate, and finally, and he goes, finally. As he takes this last swing at Nala, and you reckless, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. It's advantage. That is 19 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. For 10 slashing, you're raging for 5. And it glows and cuts for 16 radiant.
All right.
He's breathing, spits out blood, very injured at this point. And Peanut Gallery.
I'm like, go, Nala, you got this.
Yeah, I'm commiserating with Layla, making sure Layla's all right, and then I'm gasping as Alora goes down, and I'm also now I'm starting to piss myself because I think I'm gonna lose 500 gold. Come on, Nala!
Let's go. And Alora, death save.
Sure thing. And let's see. We also got Maple of 5. Thankfully, I still have her, despite the wolves being gone. Oops. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Let's see. What are Maple gonna do? Well, seeing that it is to the death, at this point, she's just gonna attack him.
The last wolf attacks him. Let's go.
Oh, but don't count her out. She has double attack because
I know.
she's with me. Ooh, that's good. That's really, really good. That's both 18.
Okay, those both hit.
Okay, I think it's the same thing as a regular wolf, so I'll roll that.
What's the damage?
Yeah, that's 12 plus. Yeah, okay, I got that. That's 16. And he has to make the DC again.
Yep. They will make it.
Oh,
He's a strong boy.
Yeah, he's got a +9. You'd have to roll a 2. So he's not rolling.
it's possible.
a 2 or a
Hey,
1.
it's
It's
D&D.
possible.
Anything is possible.
It's possible. I'm just saying that's why it's like it's a very low chance. But very good. Then Layla.
Still just chilling.
Then Nala.
All right. Nala is going to. Yeah, she's going to kind of smile and twirl her great axe and kind of do a little bit of a performance for the crowd. Try and get a little bit of some claps. Turn this into
Oh,
sort of
Garrus
like
is leading the claps.
a bit
Totally.
of a pro wrestling match here.
Start the wave going.
They're doing like the Goldberg chant, except it's Nala, Nala. So she's going to take this great axe and she's going to try to plummet it into his abdomen.
Here we go.
See what happens here. Almost. But no more digital dice. Let's try a double whammy here on my physical dice for the second attack. A little better. Oh yeah, that's a dirty 20.
That hits.
All right. That is 21 slashing, 5 thunder, and yeah, nothing to do on that bonus attack. So she just kind of continues to try and get the crowd into it. Does some stomps, you know. I mean, come on, it's like a David and Goliath situation here.
It is. The crowd is cheering, not knowing what's going to happen next, as they take a painful breath in front of you. I will see you have honor. As they strike at you 3 times, Nala, with their greatsword.
Ooh.
So I'll do all 3 here. 28 to hit.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
You not worry about that wolf? Are you
Dirty
sure?
20.
Okay.
So they're all like the last thing is to give you honor in your victory is their mindset, even though you may not want it. Here we go. So the first one is 10 slashing
All right.
and 33 radiant.
Okay.
Of course, the
Ooh,
rage.
that's the first one.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, and the second one, which is a crit,
Oh god.
for 17 slashing. Up to 8. And
No.
the radiant here is going to be 40 radiant.
Oh.
And the last one is 13, half to the 6 slashing, and 26 radiant.
Oh gosh.
where can we get a sword like that?
The magic pulses through it. He's like, breathing heavy. Elora, death save.
Yeah, Maple, finish him off. Do it. I believe in you.
Can the wolf do it?
It's possible. Highly, highly possible. Oh, and nice.
Yeah, Alora's back up.
Elora's back up.
I'm back up, baby. Ooh. Alrighty. Can I still use the action?
Yeah, you have your full turn. It's at the start of your
Sweet.
turn.
You gotta stand up and use half of your movement.
Yeah,
That
they're
does
right
not
there.
matter. Conjure animals.
Wakes up and conjures
Sticks
one
on
animal.
theme. That's what I like. Sticks on theme. Ah,
You
more
thought you could take
wolfies.
me out? I don't think so. Alrighty. Here we go again.
It's actually the best strategy in this situation, which is funny.
Let's see. Okay, here we are. Okay, I've got 18, 19, 20, 23. And no, that's it.
Yeah, my friend,
hits.
how do your wolves do this?
Nice.
Seeing that she just suddenly woke up, she'll look at the man who knocked her down. You thought I would go down so easily? How foolish. And she'll just point at him and just say one single word: devour. As all the wolves just pile on, tearing him piece by piece.
Yeah, with that many hits, this would be enough to do all the failed death saves and tear this man asunder.
Nice. My wolves did something. Yeah.
Wait. Did this guy die?
That's what he's saying. He's letting his wolves eat him.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, hey, Garrus, you found a way to get that sword.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Does this mean that I won? I won some money?
Yeah.
So,
And he
so
will though. Just he looks, and as the wolves tear him apart, he just locks eyes with Nala. As he smiles and goes, "Mighty."
nice.
And as they take one of his eyes out of his face.
I pick up Garrus and hold him to my chest and jump up and down
Yeah.
as he's like holding his like ticket for his like winnings to cash in.
I will note, just because to make this clear, at this point, like when the spell dissipates, it's just a pile of him there because they're spirit wolves. They don't digest him.
Yeah, now there's just these ripped apart shreds of this poor fella. All right.
So how much gold do I win?
So you have
just that.
750.
Nala, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Well, let me
I
just.
think-
I was gonna pour in some cure wounds just because she's knocked out.
That's
now.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Nala.
I think Nala has been standing there and feels like she did not do what she set out to do. And she's just like staring and just she walks up to his corpse and she puts down her great axe in his hand. And she says, I want no title for this. I didn't earn it. Give him a title. I'm going to the inn. She'll go to the inn.
Garrus is gonna scramble after her completely. Like, no, Nala, wait, no, you did fantastic.
No,
Chin up,
he was honorable.
and so were you.
He didn't have an honorable death.
He
He's-
knew what the stakes were.
No, he didn't.
Then that's on him. That's not your fault. You deserve what he called you mighty, and you deserve that title. You are mighty.
This is not what I wanted, Garrus.
I know. I know. This town does something to you.
No, I don't think I got it until right now. I'm not a warrior.
You could have fooled me.
A warrior. A warrior would have put themselves on his body. Let the wolves come after me. I've got a lot of thinking to do. I don't know who I am right now. I know
Well,
I didn't die, but it doesn't feel right.
Let's just go back to the inn and just get some rest and some food, and we'll see where we go from there. It'll be okay.
I'm gonna see that he gets buried.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And with that, we will end for tonight. And we'll come to our next stuff, kind of at the end of our downtime next week. Watching, thank you so much, and see you then.